What's up?
I hope you enjoyed the videos that I posted on Saturday. You might have noticed that they were posted on a Saturday instead of the usual Monday, and then there were 2 of them, and they replaced the videos from the Monday before and the Monday before that. See, I decided that I wanted to go back to posting on Saturdays because it kind of just works out better with my schedule now. But the problem is, I'm posting this on a Monday again because I realized that with Endgame coming out this week, it would work better to do 2 Mondays because we're seeing it on Saturday, like Saturday at 10 p.m., so we're not going to get out of the theater until it's actually the next day. So it would work better to do this video, the predictions, post this on Monday, and then do the next one without too much of a delay, post that the next Monday as well, a reaction video. And then after that, I'll go back to going back to posting on Saturdays because that'll just work out better with my schedule during the summer and probably next school year as well. Anyway, we should just get down to it now. We have our top 10 predictions for Avengers Endgame. You might be wondering who this handsome fellow is next to me. This is my husband, Aaron. We got married like a month and a half ago. You know, I made my wedding dress, all that fun stuff. But he's joining me today with some of his own predictions. Actually, I have 5 predictions, he has 5 predictions, and we're gonna see how many each of us get right next week.
Probably like 1 or 2.
Yeah. Anyway, we're just gonna switch off giving our predictions. So my first prediction is that we both agree that there's gonna be some sort of time travel involved. You know, there's all the clues. But my first prediction is that they will go back to the Battle of New York in the first Avengers movie. Mainly because they'll probably be trying to hunt down Infinity Stones, and they'll know for sure that the Mind Stone and the Space Stone are there. And so we will revisit the characters way back in Phase 1 in the first Avengers movie.
My first prediction is that the vision that Tony had in Age of Ultron, the one where Scarlet Witch goes all woohoo on his head, that vision that Tony has of all the Avengers basically dead is actually kind of going to happen in a sense. Based on some of the trailers that I've watched, it kind of looks like that. You can see like that same dark tone. I don't know, I can see that happening personally, but you know, you have to wait to see what's going to happen.
So my second prediction I came up with when the first trailer came out because it has to do with Tony being stuck in space, and this one is that I think that Captain Marvel's going to be the one who saves him, and I guess Nebula too is probably there too. But I think Captain Marvel's going to be the one to save him because, you know, she knows space and stuff, and she's going to show up on Earth, and I bet they're going to be like, we don't know what happened to all these people in space because, I mean, they all went out there, and what are the odds of all of them dying if Thanos wiped off half of the universe? And so then she's going to go looking for Tony and find him and bring him back to Earth. And that's how they're going to be reunited.
See, I don't know if she's going to go looking for him though. Maybe she'll just like happen upon the ship. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen.
That was just an example.
I know, I'm just saying.
And that's a lot of Deus Ex Machina, so I wanted to come up with a more logical explanation.
Okay.
Anyway, your turn.
Okay. My second prediction is that Tony's actually going to build his own Infinity Gauntlet of sorts. Because, I mean, in Iron Man, he builds his, like, armor based off Tesseract technology. I mean, he discovers a new element with the Tesseract. So, I mean, he kind of has the ability to manipulate, quote-unquote, the Infinity Stones, so I'm thinking like if they do go hunting for them and everything, that he's going to use the technology, I guess, and basically create his own gauntlet to wield the stones against Thanos' broken gauntlet, but
yes,
gauntlet nonetheless.
My third prediction isn't super detailed. It's kind of like a 50-50 thing. There's a lot of people who are theorizing that Ant-Man will jump into a time vortex and that's how he gets out of the quantum realm, which I think makes sense. But I wanted to add on to that for my prediction that specifically he's gonna go forward in time and not back in time. And part of that is because in the trailer you see him looking at a pole with a lot of like missing people posted on it, and like it's all run down, and I'm pretty sure that scene is when he makes it back and it's in the future and he realizes what happened, but it's not a huge time jump, but that's the reason why there is kind of a time jump between Infinity War and Endgame.
So my third prediction has to do with the Hulk, because I mean we didn't see him in Infinity War, well, except for one little tiny sliver where he got his butt beat, but you know, happens. But I think somehow, you know, obviously Hulk and Banner are going to work out their differences, because I mean they're not the same person, they're just one entity living inside of a host, kind of like Venom. But I think that somehow they're going to work their differences out, and that they're essentially, you know, in the comics they become one, and there's Professor Hulk, so basically Hulk's massive giant body with Banner's brain, mind, you know, PhDs, because he brags about his 7 PhDs. So I think like it's going to be Hulk with his 7 PhDs, but still the strength to like basically destroy a world, quote unquote, because I also think that going on with this one, that World Breaker Hulk is somehow going to appear in this movie as well. The fact where he gets so angry that he can basically destroy a world.
Okay, so my fourth prediction is that they've been throwing us off the whole time, or trying to throw us off, and that the people who are dead actually aren't dead. I know this was like everyone's theory right when Infinity War came out. I still think it's true that the people who died because of the snap are somehow like trapped in the Soul Stone or in some part of the quantum realm that's associated with the Soul Stone. And
So
that's pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah, so like that scene where you see little tiny Gamora talking to Thanos in a big orange room
Yeah.
with water. I think that's the Soul Realm.
Yeah. And to go with that, whoever was traded for the Soul Stone, like Gamora or whatever, would be alive with them as well. So
Yeah.
that only leaves, you know, whether Loki's alive up to question.
I mean, it did come out of nowhere, but I don't know.
Okay.
So my fourth prediction is that the movie's actually going to start with Ant-Man in the quantum realm, kind of all confused, like, you know, still going on with the, like, guys, where are you? Like we see in Ant-Man and the Wasp at the post-credit scene. I think it's going to build off of that post-credit scene and then go on with the movie and lead on to where Caitlin said he's going to, you know, look around at the pole with all the missing people and the house with the dog behind him.
Okay, and then my prediction number 5, the last one that I came up with, is that Captain America will use Mjolnir. I have heard this a couple of places, but I think that to go with my first prediction that they'll go back to the Battle of New York, I think this is where it'll most likely happen, but it might happen somewhere else too if they're going back in time. Obviously, it has to be back in time when Mjolnir isn't destroyed yet, but I think because Captain America is worthy, he will have a chance to wield Mjolnir possibly against Thanos.
That would be interesting, because I think he does that in the comics. I mean, there's several characters that do that in the comics.
Your last one.
Last prediction is that Pepper also will play a role. I mean, because there's been a picture going around the internet since the start of filming Endgame where you see Gwyneth Paltrow in like kind of an Iron Man suit, just like her head, and then you can see a little purplish gray, like metallic looking suit. So I'm assuming that somehow she's going to play a role in either getting that message that Tony sends through his helmet and coming to rescue him in space, because I mean, Iron Man 3, that's how she got a message from Tony, was through a helmet.
Yes.
And so I'm wondering if she has a special suit, I don't know, that message gets relayed through, and that then she somehow wields the armor and maybe possibly, my thoughts, goes and saves Tony and Nebula.
We'll have to see who's right on that one.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Pepper or Captain Marvel.
But if not that, she somehow for sure has to play a role. I mean, this is, I think, the last movie that she is contracted to be in with Marvel. So I'm also wondering just whether or not she saves Tony with her suit against Thanos. I don't know, but I think she somehow for sure definitely plays a major role in this movie, more than she has in the last few.
And then we have a bonus, number 11 one, that we both agree on. We both think, out of everyone in the movie, that Captain America's gonna die. I mean, I like him, but this is what a lot of people are thinking, is that, you know, the original Avengers, someone's gonna have to go. At least one person. A lot of people are saying Tony Stark, but I feel like most people are saying Captain America. I think that's gonna happen. I think he's gonna somehow trade his life, because that's his motto, but in the end, he believes that he can trade his own life.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Captain America 1, again, traded his entire life to save a bunch of cities. But I mean, that's kind of like, it fits with his character, especially like if they do go back and look for all the stones. I mean, in order to get a soul stone, you have to have a life, a soul for a soul. So I could easily see Captain America sacrificing himself in order for the rest of the Avengers to get the soul stone. But again, we have to wait till it comes out, because it's all speculation. Oh yeah, I have one random other one that I just think is funny that I would just love to see in this movie. So yeah, this one's about Rocket. Obviously, he goes back to Earth. Does he meet other raccoons?
Ah!
That would be just straight hilarious if Rocket just meets a raccoon and just sits there and just like, what is this thing? Also, I think it'd be hilarious if he just like somehow becomes their king and, you know, just Thanos gets overrun by raccoons at the end. That'd be so funny. But, you know, that's not gonna happen.
I feel like that's a theory similar to Ant-Man going up Thanos' butt.
But yeah, I do want to see Rocket meet an actual raccoon and just see that whole interaction go down.
Well, that rounds off our predictions for Endgame. We're so excited to see it in just a few days. We get to see it on Saturday. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Definitely leave a like if you did. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which you can do by clicking here. Comment below with your predictions for what's going to happen in Endgame, and don't forget to check out my other videos. Up top, I'm going to put a link to next week's video once I've posted it, where we upload our reaction to the movie and how well or poorly we did on our predictions. And then down here, you can find my playlist of all my Marvel movies. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye!